And welcome back, everyone, to part 5. I think we're on. I only just did the most recent part yesterday, or not yet. Well, no, it would be yesterday. No, it's not yesterday. Monday. God, I'm so tired. I got to sleep in today, and I'm still tired. Either way, I think we're on part 5, right? Part 5. 1 second. Yeah, no, part 5. Oh, what if Naruto ate a devil fruit? The Gomu Gomu no Mi edition. Last time we dealt with, let's just get the full image in there a little bit better. We dealt with the aftermath of Naruto bringing Sasuke back. Sakura got in trouble, and there was a little slice of life near the end there, and oh my god, is love in the air? Who knows? But what we do know is Naruto went on his 3-year training trip. Now, someone kept asking, oh, Naruto, I think Naruto should learn sealing. Look, I would have loved for Jiraiya to have actually taught him some sealing during his original trip, but unless there's a logical reason for him to change his teaching habits and include sealing in there, I'm not going to be teaching sealing and Fujitsu during the 3-year training mission. That's not what Jiraiya was trying to teach him anyway, and unless Naruto's a different character than he was in the original, which he's really not here, then there's no point in that. What he did work on was, again, the Fox's chakra. He only gets to about 3 tails, as he did in the original. However, beyond that, though, Naruto also working on making a bigger Rasengan and working on his Devil Fruit more than anything else. This Naruto would ultimately have access to a completely now controllable Gear 3, and so he's not turning into little Naruto anymore. He's also he mentioned to Jiraiya how when he fought Sasuke in the valley, the Fox chakra seemed to harden around him like hockey, and harden his punch. So that's something he's been learning to do is his chakra control, getting that way up there. And that allows him also to have access to Gear 4. Now, Gear 5 is still, we're not there yet. We're now in the Shippuden era, and as I promised Hyperboy, I was going to use his thumbnail that his girlfriend made for the second part of the series. So here we are. But as Naruto gets back to the village, he's like, hello, Konoha. By the way, his outfit probably would be upgraded from the one I originally gave him. Still probably would be closer to that than his original, but probably he'd be wearing like a dark undershirt now, the black shirt. Probably black on it where the blue is. And he probably also has like a burnt orange as opposed to the bright orange that he wears. But the important thing is he's looking at the Hokage faces, and who does he see? Sakura. He's like, Naruto? And he just, Sakura. Now, what happened here? Is she still a ninja? Is she a Chunin? How is she even not in jail still? Well, all that is to be answered right now. Someone basically pointed out that, the reason Tsunade didn't put a hit on Sasuke is because Naruto asked her not to. Well, I'm not certain he would have gotten around to it. I do think he would have told Kakashi to tell her to go easy on Sakura, okay? Yeah, she did wrong, and yeah, she needs to learn a lesson, but it's still his friend, and he knows she's not a bad person. And so I do think roundabout he did let Tsunade basically kind of say, okay, look, just don't. She's made a big mistake, but it's not a mistake that should end her career. And just says like, yeah, it could very well end her career as a ninja, but should it? I mean, you were never in love. And then maybe Kakashi say you honestly say you were never in love, Tsunade. And remembering Dawn, it's like, fine. Now, she was still on probation. She's probably spent a couple weeks in jail, easy, or at least under observation. And they probably did determine after looking through her mind that, okay, look, she was going to go after her, but it was not because of anything hostile towards the ladies, it's because she's a stupid teenage girl. So she did ultimately get released, was put on probation, probably grounded by her parents, and has not made Chunin. In fact, that was probably a stipulation. She was barred for a good many years from becoming Chunin. And so she is still a Genin. Now, that's not to say she still hasn't worked on getting strong. She's probably trained on her own, maybe even studied some medical ninjutsu to try to be a better, because she saw Sasuke and Naruto, how they looked, and just wanted to try to be there for it, try to prove that, okay, no, I can do better. I am a better person. I can, and has through the years and through maybe some therapy that's probably been mandatory, been able to. She still loves Sasuke. Like she says, like I'm never gonna stop loving Sasuke, but I can't. But you're right. I can't just abandon and threaten other people just because I love him. I need to pay for my actions. So she has come a bit of a way here. So she's certainly probably practicing medical ninjutsu. She does not have the chakra control ability to, destroy things with her sheer strength that Tsunade does, because she hasn't learned anything under Tsunade. She's doing this on her own. I think she's also picked up some genjutsu on her own, as she has been told she has a knack for it by Kakashi and some others. Now, unfortunately, because of what happened, I think getting a sensei is a little difficult for her to do, but I think she's probably picked up some genjutsu as well. So she's weirdly enough more rounded. She still knows how to fight hand to hand. She can still strategize because she's got a good mind on her and a head on her shoulders. She's got good intellect. She's got some genjutsu and she's got some medical ninjutsu. She's just not the expertise level of what she was in the original. Ironically, though, someone who possibly did come to see her, I think might have been Hinata this time around. Because not only is she trained with Neji throughout the years in her clan comp, but we know she saw Naruto beat up in the original, and apparently that's where she allegedly fell in love with him. I'll take your guy to the person who keeps telling that. I'll take your word for that. I have a feeling she was kind of in love prior, but whatever. That's my personal take. Even if it says different, I still don't quite buy it based on the way that just she's portrayed in the series. So because you don't, shy or not, you do not blush the way you do around someone like she was around Naruto, unless you have some feelings for him. Like admiring him is one thing, but the blushing, no, that comes from a different emotion. But anyway, I think she maybe approaches Tsunade to maybe learn medical ninjutsu. And she frankly had far more will of a fire going on than Sakura did. Yes, Sakura she agreed to take Sakura under her wing. Yes, Sakura had the drive. I have a feeling Hinata would have had the drive too. And so Tsunade first asked Hiyashi, it's like, y'all have to get your father's approval, to which Hiyashi's like, so this is what this is about. You wanted me to bother Lady Okage, Hinata. What for? It's like, Lady Tsunade, I want to, Lady Hinata, Lady Tsunade, I want you to take me as your apprentice. He's like, Hinata, the audacity, forgive me, Lady Tsunade. No, it's fine. Tell me, why do you think you deserve to become a medic? I saw, and she looks like, I saw everyone on that mission. I saw my friends, Kiba, and I saw the people I care about. And she's thinking about Naruto. I don't want to see that. I want to be able to help them. I want to be able to stand up and make sure that doesn't happen. And she's like, very well, Tsunade, if her father approves, I will take you under my wing. And which, look, Hiyashi, for all of his arrogance, for all of his ego, for all of his kind of lack of belief in Hinata and, traditionalism, if a Sanin is willing to train your daughter or your child, you say yes, and God bless America. I remember how Red put in some of these shows, like, if the government wants to shove a probe up your ass, you say thank you, and God bless America. So anyway, she's probably actually been the one to apprentice under Tsunade this time around, not Sakura. And plus, she's even said, I've always considered having. We need more Hyugas with medical expertise. Honestly, the Byakugan is a invaluable tool for medical ninjas. And so so she's been training, and she's probably just as good as Sakura, because she also probably did learn chakra control with her fists. So now she can gentle fist with a tap and blow your shoulder off, which is frightening as all hell. But the point is that Naruto's like, Sakura, it's like, Naruto, you're back. And it's like, it's good to see. It's like, Sakura, how are you? He's first happy, then he kind of gets a little reserved, and she understands, like, no, I'm good, Naruto. Thank you. I appreciate it. What you said back before you left, it really gave me perspective. I mean, so what about you and Sasuke? I still love Sasuke. I'm not gonna. And she even admits it. I won't stop loving Sasuke. I can't. I won't admit to that. But I now know I can't be a child about my love. I have to be an adult about this and understand when things have to be done. and I owe that to you, so thank you. And she gives him a hug. It's like, yeah, it's good to see you too. It's good to see you too. And it's, like, it's good to see you now. You've grown up so much. And so Naruto here, I think, is unlike before, thanks to that little last parting kiss from Hinata, is a little bit more mature, not mature, has a little bit more wherewithal about him. Vince goes, yeah, you've sure grown up too, Sakura. You're still, and you look great as ever. And she even blushed a little bit. It's like, yeah, even though she loves Sasuke, like, no, he's got a little bit more charisma. He's picked up a little bit. Hey, boss, check this out, sexy jutsu. You can't just do that all the time. Now look out my new sexy jutsu. You win! Boing! His head rolled back. Ah, how is it I made a rubber and that still hurts? So I think Kakashi still puts him under a bell test. Now this bell test probably, I mean, again, it's the bell test becomes irrelevant because it leads to the same place every time, whether they pass or not. But that being said, Sakura's got to throw in different tactics here. She's throwing like genjutsu, which unfortunately Sharingan can see through. I bet she's even learned her elemental affinity, which if I remember correctly is fire and earth, I believe are her affinities. I always forget what her affinities are. I know she's also got yin yang released too, or at least one of the releases. Sakura, 1 second. Sakura Haruno. Also known as Sakura Uchiha. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, oh no, she does have yin. She in the novel she has fire, so I guess fire is canon with her. Apparently, if we're going in order by the way they're listed, apparently earth, water, and fire are her releases. So my guess is her main element, as I've always kind of deduced, is earth. So she's maybe picked up a couple of earth jutsus as well. And either way, it's kind of irrelevant. Kakashi also understands that the Gomu Gomu money, he can't attack him with lightning. Or actually, he can in fact attack Naruto with lightning, and even does lightning blade right in Naruto's chest, but because of the insulation of the rubber, it's not going to kill him. But that's not the point. The point is to have extra oomph when he hits him, and maybe he does 1,000 years of death with a lightning blade, but maybe that's like the one weakness. It's like, ah! So ultimately, that they pass, but the question still happens, and it still is asked, what happened with Sasuke? Now, someone pointed out that they probably do a mind wipe on Sasuke about the Nine Tails. Probably not. I'm going to be honest, probably not. Because if you remember correctly, or at least if I remember correctly, when they did the mission, like the bridge mission, they'll go rescue Sasuke and the Itachi bridge to, confront Orochimaru. When he peered in Naruto's mind, he says, "So this is where your power comes from." He didn't actually know it was the Nine-Tailed Fox. Like, he might have been able to guess, but this idea that you would because here's the problem. If you're going to do that with Sasuke, you need to do that with every single goddamn villager there is. There's no logical set. Yes, Sasuke is a ninja, but he's also captured. He's not going anywhere. So I don't actually buy they would mind wipe him. It doesn't make sense. Now, when someone brought up that they would that they maybe would find where he was going to meet Orochimaru, that is very likely, and they maybe did send a Black Op out there. And when the Sasuke had failed, they was like, we need to leave Kabuto. So he probably would have left. I doubt they really would have found much, though, even with Danzo's route wouldn't have mattered there. So, with that said, they would go to rescue Gaara, and it would still be Sakura and Naruto here. So, this, though, as a lot of people have kind of said, raises a big problem. Now, we start out, they meet up with Temari, all's normal. Chio attacks Kakashi. Naruto blocks. Kankuro. So Sakura does have medical expertise here. She does not have the level she has in the original. The question is, what level would I put her at? Let me put it this way. If you were to say combine Chio with Sakura, would it be enough to save Kankuro? Because Sakura kind of did it all on her own. That's what's kind of screwed up. That's how skilled she was. She did it all on her own. She basically isolated, pulled it out, drawed it out, all that. Sakura does not have that level of skill here, but could she do it with Chio's help? First off, I'd have to figure out where she lies in terms of her expertise, because Sakura is still very intelligent and can learn quite a bit on her own. without the formal training of Tsunade that Hinata gets, which puts her, frankly, above even canon Sakura, I would imagine, thanks to Byakugan. And arguably, I don't know if she had better chakra control than Sakura. I might argue because she's a Hyugen, use the gentle fist, she might. I don't know. It's a really good question. In fact, that might be a ranking I should do. Who has the best chakra control of the Konoha 12? Like, and do it from like stages in the story. It's not a bad idea. Let me know. Put it in the comments. Give me at least 10 people saying you want that video, and I'll do that. And I'll do it for each like era of Naruto, like from the part 1 to the Chunin exams to then part 1 Konoha Crush and Beyond, all that, and then part 2, like all that. Yeah, that sounds like kind of a fun video. I mean, it's really kind of just me taking a stab in the dark of who I think is the best based on what I got. Anyway, Sakura's probably if I were to like say like use fractions, Sakura's maybe a third as good here as she is in the original. Is that enough to save Kankuro? Not on her own. Is that with Chio enough to save Kankuro? I will say this. Yes, but unlike in the original where Kankuro could still fight, I think Kankuro's done. I think his like career as a shinobi's kind of over. If Hinata were here, she could save him in no time. Sakura's just not as good at that here. So I'll say this. Yes, Kankuro can be saved. No, he cannot be a ninja again, which really is only going to come into play after, at least nowhere near the level he could be anymore. Like, he really had trouble, like, his physical body is just shot now. Which, to be fair, it doesn't mean he still couldn't be a ninja. It just means he'd have to really change up how he does how he is a ninja. I mean, he's not a physical fighter anyway, so that at least is safe. But regardless. So, with that said, yeah, the only thing that would change up really is the fight he has against Sasori and Deidara during the war arc. That you might have to do someone else there, if anyone. Anyway, so afterwards they go and they find. I forgot. So yeah, Sasuke is still, frankly, he's in the deepest dark. Not the deepest dark, but he's in jail. He's got chakra seals on him up the yin yang. He cannot use the Sharingan. They've maybe taken blood samples, maybe trying to replicate the Sharingan, or at least Danzo has probably set someone in there a couple times. Sasuke is just. And I think he's bitter. This version of Sasuke is bitter. Naruto has always been creeping up on him. He's always kind of been better than him in a few ways. And now Naruto's just straight out surpassed him. So Itachi now, knowing that Sasuke is still in Konoha, is like, you, son, Itachi. This different here. Unlike before, Naruto's not like give Sasuke back. He's just staring him down. He's like, I see. So, you were able to bring Sasuke back. I say, how is my little brother? It's like, locked in jail thanks to everything you did to him. He tried to go to Orochimaru. I was able to bring his ass back, but he's still in there after all these years. And Itachi says, like, I see. Nurturing his hate wasn't the right answer after all. And so he kind of looks at Naruto and realizes, like, okay, I got to leave this crow. He does not want to. It's probably safer with Naruto to leave it in him than anywhere else. Unfortunately, yeah, he can't be killed by Sasuke, so something else is going to happen with that. So he still imparts the crow in Naruto, or the raven with Koto Okatsukame in Naruto. So he still does that. That being said, however, they have a mock fight. Everything's fine. Like, again, it goes about the same. Naruto beats him down with a Rasengan. Then comes them trying to save Gaara. Now, this is a problem for Sakura. She did not make an antidote here. There's no antidote to be made. Yeah, so unfortunately, this might be the end of Sakura. Naruto, but the thing is here though, Naruto might be able to stay around and help out, because when Naruto tries to race, Naruto just grabs on Gomu, just throws the bird down, and Kakashi, quite frankly, might lightning blade Deidara right there and then. So honestly, Naruto might be able to help out very quickly. He's probably already got Gear 2 already activated because to enhance his speed. So just and he just enlarges the hand to Gear 3, which he doesn't need to worry about anymore. Just boom, just smashes Deidara down. Naruto. Kakashi comes in, lightning blades him through the chest, like, oh, crap. And so that he's like, Gaara, and Sasori's like, the Nine Tails isn't stronger than I suspected, and Kakashi is strong, is just as strong as they say he is. Well, this is not up. This is not what I was hoping for. And obviously here he goes, Hirako, and Naruto's just like, it's like Gaara, and it's like, and the Nine-tailed fox chakras come down. He goes in the one tail, but his eyes just quickly look over to Sasori. He's like, huh? And they can feel it. It just comes in. All of a sudden, he's just got the giant Gear 3 hand. It's like, ugh. It's like, you'll have to do better than that, Nine. And all of a sudden, a giant Rasengan pops out of there because his body's enlarged. Proportionally, it's still the same size Rasengan he'd normally make, except he's got a fist the size of a house. Well, maybe not that big, but the size of a building, like this room. So that thing is huge. It's the size probably of Jiraiya's, Sage Art Great Ball Rasengan. So he literally just destroys that puppet. Sasori has to book it out of there. Summons the Kazekage puppet. It's like, this brat is not to be trifled. It's like, leave him to me. It's like Naruto and Kakashi got the seal ready, but Naruto's just moving fast. He's already using Gear 2, Gear 3 combos basically. So he's just rushing in. Kazekage makes the Iron Sand Wall. Naruto just bursts through. It cracks against it. Just bursts through it. Just boom, just beating the living hell out of Sasori for eventually just grabbing him. And Sasori's like, I can't pierce his skin. What's going on? And then finally just, as I forget, and basically just crushes him into oblivion. He's able to escape from a puppet, only for Chio to basically use the mom and dad puppet. And finally Kakashi gets in there just, ooh, that was close. What happened? Meanwhile, Sasuke's like, oh my, that was quite an underhanded tactic, Granny Chio. You certainly live up to your name. And Sakura's looking at Naruto, because she does not know, I think, about the Fox Hero. Unlike in the original, where I believe she did learn about it through, research, studying, and I think maybe not becoming a Chunin. Becoming a Chunin doesn't give you access to that. I think she learned it on her own time. Naruto ultimately calms down. Sasori gives the information about the bridge. There's no reason for anyone to send anyone out there. Like, the Team 7 doesn't need to go. And Kakashi's just fine, so he's just kicking around doing his own thing. And so they give the information off to the Anbu. And, yeah. Now, that being said, however, as someone pointed out, it's Shizune who kind of pointed out it was Shizune who kind of let the elders know about, Naruto leaving out of the village and their concerns and all that. And yeah, that was a dick move, Shizune. Seriously. And Tsunade wasn't happy with her either. And as someone also pointed out, and it's the same person, Sai was put on the lead, on Team 7, admittedly to keep an eye on Naruto, but mostly to try to assassinate Sasuke if he could. Here, there's no need for that. But if Danzo is allowed to put someone on Team 7 to keep an eye on the Nine Tails, I don't think he'll reject that. I think he's basically I think he will very much be like, very well then. Danzo, you can come in, Danzo. And so, while Naruto is kind of walking through, Naruto and Sakura are kind of just chilling out, having some time off, Naruto probably first off does go and finally visit Sasuke. And, he's looking at Sasuke, and Sasuke just looks up, just like, so you've come to visit me. After all this time, you finally come to visit me. You look like you've gotten stronger. And Naruto even just comes like, you look like crap. That's what happens when you spend 3 years in a jail cell not being able to train. Now, granted, I work out the best I can, so my muscles don't atrophy. Other than that, though, is that my entire, you got what you wanted. You beat me, Naruto. You're stronger than I ever will be now, because all those years are lost because you took my chance away from me, Naruto. And Naruto's looking on it. I saw your brother recently. What'd you say? Itachi. He asked about you. That's what happened to me. You. What did he say? What did he want? He wanted to know how you were. And what did you tell him? The truth, that you abandoned everything you stood for just to try to kill him. That you abandoned your friends and your village and your home. And that I had to beat your ass back and bring you back. Beat your ass down and bring you back. It's like, yeah. And Naruto even looks at Sasuke. It's like there was something odd about him. I'll be honest, there was something odd about the conversation. That I don't know why he'd really care about you at this point if he's as bad as you say. I think somewhere he still cares about you. You shut up! You know nothing about my family or my brother. Naruto's looking at him and saying, looking at him. I know what it means. I know what it and he says something along the lines of, I know what it means to hate someone and still care about them. I know what it means to do, and trust me, I know. Like he hates Sasuke for what he did, but he still sees him as his friend. And Sasuke, why are you here? I just wanted to see you, see how you were doing, and see if they've been making any progress. They say you're going through. They say you're doing some sort of mental jutsu therapy. Yeah, like they're ever going to change me. I haven't changed my opinion whatsoever. Now, sometimes when Naruto beats Sasuke, I do believe his viewpoint shifts. I do believe that. I think this is one of those cases where it's not the case. I think, no, I think he's very much angry and spiteful towards Naruto. He's like, well, when you're ready to talk, when you really want to talk about it, I'll be around. So, good, yeah, whatever, Naruto. And he just kind of lingers in the darkness again, just Itachi. What do you want? And so now Naruto and Sakura are kind of just, doing their thing. Naruto initially went out to look for new teammates, but here he's just kind of walking around. He runs into Shino. Hey, yo, Naruto. Huh? Oh, Shino! It's like you recognize them instantly. Like, Shino, come on, dude. We know it's you, Shino, but Naruto's a bit of an idiot, and you know that. So why are you gaslighting him? Come on. Meanwhile, he sees Kiba, and then he hears the yip. He's like, huh? And Hinata's hiding behind there, and he looks, and he turns the corner, and is like, oh, hi. And unlike in the original where she's like, oh, hi, Hinata, what are you doing behind here? It's like, huh? And he finally sees like, oh, Hinata. And it's like, oh. And, and his face goes red too, because he remembers the kiss. They both remember that kiss. One second. Go make pee pee. Boop, boops. Go make pee pee and boop, boop. So, yeah, now Naruto's, because among the other things on Naruto's mind in those 3 years, it was him figuring out what that kiss meant. And Hinata's just trying to live down the mortifying experience of just like, what did I do? Oh, God, I kissed the boy I liked. Oh, God, I didn't mean it was just going to be on the cheek. Oh, God. And so Hinata immediately passed out. Oh, God, she passed out. Hinata. Oh, okay. And again, unlike in the original, he's very much aware of probably why she's passing out, because even he's like, oh God, he's like, I've been thinking about that kiss for 3 years, and now he's actually looking at her. It's like, oh my God, she's actually gotten really hot. Like, well, I'm granted, she's not like she's still wearing her baggy clothes, but just visually, was always a very pretty girl, and she's quite frankly gorgeous when she gets to be an older age. So there's a reason the internet loves her. But hey, you do that at your own 18 or older peril. But point being, so he's just noticed, he's like, wow, she's really grown up. And she finally just says, and he's giving her some, he's like, oh, hi. I was like, hi. And they're just kind of, hi, Shino and Kiba are probably, wow, this is interesting. Oh, that's right. That's right. If I remember correctly, they had a little bit of a moment before he left 3 years ago. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, let's see where this goes. And even she was like, indeed. And so, you've grown up a lot, so have you. It's like, holy crap, I'm stuttering now. Is it contagious? And so, I was wondering, would you like to maybe get food with me sometime? Me, do food sometime. Naruto's like, you want to go out? It's like, and he nods. It's just when we left, that it happened, and I kind of got there was an accident, but I mean, you still tried, and just I want to maybe talk and get to know you, and it's like just that awkward teenage, like, oh my God, I'm talking to my crush and my crush likes me back. Oh my God. Like, if you were young enough, okay, let me put it this way. Based on the algorithm and like the analytics, I know a portion of my audience is young enough to be in this phase in their life right now. But the vast majority of my viewers are in their 20s and 30s. So you remember that time when you were young enough to be like, oh my god, when hormones and emotions and feelings, when that was just all fresh and new, when just like dating was fun, and then you got your first heartbreak and you just binged Reese's all the time. That didn't happen to me. That didn't happen to me. But no. So ultimately, yeah, they agree to have a date. And so I'm not gonna. We're running a long time. I'll just say they had that date later in the night. He takes her to Ichiraku. I mean, I don't have a lot of money to start with, but it's no, it's fine. I like Ichiraku, Naruto. It's like, oh, have a little. Oh, you have yourself a little date here, Naruto. And Naruto's blushing. Yeah, kind of. It's like, oh, it's like, well, and they're both like, thank God, like, they picked up on it. It's like, did everyone know? It's like, did everyone know? And point being, they have a very nice date. Maybe they have a walk in the park, hang out in the Hokage head, and maybe they have a good night kiss. That's a legitimate kiss where they're both like, they're both like, yay! And they're dating. It's like, ah, he does on Sky 9, and Naruto's even like kind of like floating and bubbly. He's like, hee hee hee. And so that's nice, but nice things can't last forever because Ozma gets killed. And honestly, Naruto training to learn wind release. Now, someone brought up Naruto wouldn't train to learn wind release. I mean, it's possible he still can. I don't think him not meeting up with Sasuke and training to match the lightning release. I don't think that's a definitive no to learning wind release. I think Kakashi maybe does still help him to train, and maybe he does teach him wind release. So I think that's still on the table. I honestly do. Because Sakura also showed that she's got earth release, so maybe Naruto's like, wait, Sakura, when'd you learn that? Oh, what's my element? So maybe that could happen. So he does still pick up the Rasen Shuriken. Even with being a rubber man, the Rasen Shuriken's still going to jack him up. But he can avoid a lot of damage to like overall his body because he can stretch his body. So Team 7 would still ultimately show up. Although Tenzo's not around, so it's got to be Sakura and Naruto who show up. And Sakura maybe does like an earth release attack because he used the combination of wind and fire. So Kakuzu, and then he used water and wind to dispel it. So maybe Sakura and Naruto using like wind and earth together, kind of like balance it out a little bit. Maybe not enough. Maybe there's still some damage, but ultimately Naruto comes in, does a Rasen Shuriken, ends Kakuzu. I think that's all about the same. What's gonna be a drastic change up next is Itachi and what happens there. So we'll say that's the end of it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I've got about 2 more episodes left of this one, and then we'll go into the Naruto Zanpakuto series. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time.